No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 15-yard line. Now Newton on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Randy Gregory in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, here's Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 52 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We turn our attention to the Panthers as they come out here on offense, and it's been an interesting 3-year run. You look back to their Super Bowl appearance, then they dropped to 6-10 a couple of years ago. Last year back in the playoffs with 11 wins. So what in 2018?
I think a continuation of 2017 and an expansion on what we saw. It's always going to be a tough-minded team. They want to run the ball inside, and Cam Newton can be your short yardage runner as well as play the quarterback position and throw it. But they want to open things up. Remember, they drafted Christian McCaffrey last year, want to get him the ball in open space. They ended up drafting DJ Moore this year, so they want to be more explosive down the field throwing the football. And Luke Kuechly is a heck of a building block on defense. This is a team that fully expects to contend in the NFC South, and they think they can go much deeper in the playoffs.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On first down, Newton escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, do something. That's it.
From the end zone, Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
From his end zone, Newton on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go, G. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 78 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They go to Elliott again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The give is to Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. sack. Randy Gregory. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey. 4 down. We got set. 180.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Cowboys offense. The wild optimism going into last season, of course, because they were coming off that 13-3 year, but they faded a bit last year as they dropped to a good but not great 9-7.
The good thing for Dallas, they play in a pretty volatile division, the NFC East. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the East since 2003-2004, and that was Philadelphia, who currently holds the crown right now. But this is a Dallas team that I think has worked its way through some adversity. They've lost some key veteran players along the way the last 2 years. So the face of the franchise, actually the face is quarterback Dak Prescott. But to me, the guy who really makes them go, running back Ezekiel Elliott. If they get 16 out of him, expect Dallas to be in the thick of things.
Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again to Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Thomas Davis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Newton on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Go. 20. Mike, 55. Hey. Gun. Motion. 8.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Come on now.
A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Let's go. Three down. Hey.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Leopard!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. 3, 19.
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dallas Goedert making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point try by Bailey. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
20. 20. Hey. Do something.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, he'll air it out deep for top, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go. Hey. Gun. Gun.
On first down, it's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set. 180. Check. Lucky. Look at it.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And that is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A second quarter score from Carson. The Chargers have now moved out in front of the Chiefs. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Allen looks to throw on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen now on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Newton on first down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Mike 50, Mike 20. Coming. Up 8.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
4 down. Set. 780. Great.
On 1st down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a 3rd down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? What are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the 1st. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And there's the first NFL catch for the Maryland man, DJ Moore. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Chargers have just stretched their lead with a score. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
On first down, Newton trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Allen. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevon Seymour, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. The 20, 10, and he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. A big play there, 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a carry down for Keith Marshall. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 33. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
There's some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Marshall. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Do something. Gun. Hey. 20.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
20. Hey.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Still shedding tackles. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to so special.
It is.